Tell me about the good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy. Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Did lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other, come what may? Promise really something people kept, not just something they would say. Families really bow their heads to pray. Daddies really never go away. Oh, oh, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Everything is changing fast. We call it progress, but I just don't know. And Grandpa, let's wander back into the past, then paint me the picture of long ago. Lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other, come what may. Promise really something people kept, not just
for the next 5 years. It's Pete's turn in the barrel.
Yeah!
Oh wait, there's more, Pete.
Oh boy.
Right here.
I would like to present Peter the rookie hat.
Oh! That's awesome.
Put it on gangster style.
No, wait, bring it in my pocket.
I got
Ethan,
a
show me
pocket.
Let's knock him dead this year, okay?
Yeah.
Here, are you drinking now?
You're the first thing on the camera. Remember your insert?
I
remembered it. Did I find it? No.
Daddies really never go away.
Not up here.
Everybody good on gas?
We got ours.
This is Sandy right here. Good job. Good one. Nice work. Nice landing. Now can we get another boat in right next to Dip? Yep. So. Is he going to go over anything getting there? It's clear sand right here. This is good sand. Straight in, Mike. All right, Craigie. Actually, take Mike straight in over that side. We'll put Bob in this side. Can you get over there? Hold on just a second. How you doing? Good. Sorry. All right. Slip. Yeah, you got two sand here. Oops.
You Bob in there then?
Yeah. Bob. Woo!
Get out of the boat.
No. I hate I don't know.
Yes, oh, what is this? Found an antique. Dang.
Hi.
Hi, what are you doing?
Sharpening my knife.
Yeah?
What are you doing?
My dad told me to videotape and stay out of the way.
How's that going?
Trying. I got 4 people peeing and I'm out of the way.
Good. Hi, Grandma. Improved.
Water.
Right here. Thank you.
Explain to me what we're doing here.
On these northern, instead of filleting like we usually do, we scale them and then cut slices into it that's supposed to help eliminate the Y bones. So we're gonna give it a try and see how it goes. It's messy and takes a long time, so I don't know even if it does work well if we'll use it or not, but that's the plan.
And who's going to get blamed if it doesn't work?
You.
Okay.
What happened? What's that?
Well, no,
It's a sauger I caught. And then a muskie came up and started eating it while I was reeling it in. He's got some nice.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
But he was really tasty too.
So where's the muskie?
He ran away. He was scared and ran away.
Oh. Is that the only fish you caught today?
No, I caught a bunch. I caught 7 altogether.
What?
I only kept 2 of them.
Well, then I'm only going to give you credit for 1.
Fine.
Yo!
All right, 4 people can eat. 4 people can eat here. No, go ahead. Good, Brent. Look here. Help yourself. Get a plate.
We're getting Brent eating his first shore lunch. Have you eaten any fish yet?
What's that?
Have you eaten any fish?
Oh yeah.
How is it? Is it the best fish you ever had?
Fresh fish, deep fried.
And good
attitude.
shore lunch here? Peter, try a bite of fish. Tell me if it's any good.
Did, it's great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that the one you caught?
No.
Why not?
It's too small.
Too big.
Oh yeah, too big, that was it.
That's right, too big.
You sure your voice is not going to change?
Yes.
Nathan, are you eating right by the fire?
Yeah.
Aren't you hot?
He doesn't have to walk as far for seconds.
There will be seconds. Just down. Right over here.
Inside down.
One time, or what was the deal? Someone said, let's have nuts, or what?
Yeah, it was my idea. I had some nuts. And then-
You had those great big
No,
ones.
no,
though.
no, your dad bought those in Sioux City. We had nuts.
Joe, get some of those books out and show them how Grandpa.
So Brent, we're recording this for the video this year.
Oh yeah.
So tell me how this experience relates to other things you've done in your life.
Oh well. I'll tell you what. If I had a dime for every time that I, had to pull a testicle out of its membrane, I would be a rich man. I'm telling you that right now. Oh boy. We're getting almost through them all here.
Is this something you'd like to be able to do more at home for a hobby?
Oh yeah, I think Brittany would really like these. It's right up her alley. She really likes slimy testicles.
You want to
You want to delete that?
Yeah, put that back.
let's go over that one more
Don't show
time.
Grandma that part. I think that's it.
So creamy. Sexy.
It's a shirt.
And big.
It's a shirt.
You don't get a shirt. You do also get a shirt.
That's what he meant to say. He lied.
It was $15.95.
All right. Well, you got change? Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah.
For leaving the
So here's your shirt. Congratulations.
Thank
How
you.
many years?
I guess this is 16.
16?
Yeah, I think last year
So
was
we're late
15.
for you too?
Yeah. Consistently late, we like that.
Consistence, the key word of
That's right.
Well, it's a reunion.
Oh, good Lord.
Let's see.
I got tired of carrying that shirt. I figured you are the only man. It has been perfectly preserved.
Lennox Wrestling.
Oh yeah. It's got tournament spelled wrong on the back.
And of course, it would be complete without your plaque.
Oh,
For your 15 years. Congratulations. That well, at this time, I'd like to open up to the floor. Whoever wants to give a good roast to Uncle Dick, Brother Dick, whatever, Mr. Dick, and whoever wants to start, go ahead, please, Dave.
I want to roast Dick Juice first.
Motherfucking shit juice!
I probably pick on him more than anybody. It's because I love him. And I give him the most shit about his innovations to our fishing trip, starting with the P2, the rod rack, the liss, and now the garden wagon.
1,400-pound capacity.
The Little Red Rider. But in reality, it's improved our trips tremendously. I don't know how we got by without P2s. Well, when we were younger, we weren't in danger of falling out of the boat. Now that we're older, we could all drown. Thanks, Nick.
You know, actually, when I heard we were going to do this, I started by making a list, but of all the things that I remember from Dick. But
unfortunately I forgot it, so
Nice.
couldn't bring that in. I think the fondest memory that I have of all the years up here is my inability to void my bowels for 2 weeks after the final breakfast of hash browns, 2 onions, and a half a block of cheese. All I can say is thanks.
Cheers.
Like, we didn't take home food there. We
Right,
ate it all.
in one meal.
That was what was left.
I know.
Oh, God.
Anybody else have anything for Dick Juice?
Well, my own father passed away in '94 when I was 14, and after meeting Catherine, marrying her, and then having to put up with Dick here, I mean, he's done a great job of fulfilling a role that's kind of been missing for a while. So I really appreciate that, and now I get to start hearing from him in like November or December, asking me if I'm packed for the frickin' fishing trip. And you know, he's going through lists, and I don't know like how you guys put up with it, but maybe just because I'm close that he's calling me all the time here. But I mean, you know, all the work, I know you guys know how much work he puts into this, but like I said, he's starting in November.
He's starting in July.
He's just not bothering you until then.
Okay, he's not bothering me.
Yeah.
But I mean, he does a great job, and thanks, AJ.
Cheers.
Well, I know every year you forget a lot of shit. But the year you forgot your underwear.
That was classic.
I'll never forget. I figured you'd pack that first. But on all seriousness, I'm glad we do this trip, and it means as much to you and me as it does to you and your dad. And I admire you as a man, I love you as a dad.
Supposed to be a happy note.
And now Cheech Marin. Mexican American.
So I think it was my second trip, maybe my first trip up here. Weeks ahead of time, I was getting email and stuff from Dick about who was doing what on at what day and what time and stuff. Like, you know, we knew I knew within 5 minutes when I was going to be able to piss for 5 minutes. Thinking, oh, that's pretty cool. So we get up here and the charts are on the walls and all this kind of stuff. And everything's working really well, and people are cleaning up when they're supposed to clean up, and you know, getting it done within the allotted time. And then all of a sudden, the people from DNR showed up. This guy who was very friendly, you know, but he had official garb on and stuff with his trainee, I think, was coming. And the next thing you know, we find out that our graduate from Iowa State, our engineer from Iowa State, who had charts on everything in the world, miscounted by 2 fillets, and we were fined like $150. So I'm not so concerned about the fillets as I was about my pee time. You know?
Just cutting into my allowed
That's right. We can screw up the number of fish we're taking back. How am I supposed to urinate? So, but on behalf of Peter and myself, we truly appreciate the opportunity to come up here. You know, it's been truly a wonderful experience that I have learned a lot. You know, I had never done this stuff before you guys invited me up, and it's the same with this guy. You know, so we truly appreciate the invitation, and I'm sure your dad is looking down saying, I turned this thing over to a pretty good bunch of guys who we're really making this thing happen for him. So, thanks.
Anybody else?
Nathan,
you got anything? You know, I got one thing. We all have nicknames. We got T. Where's T? You know, we got Big. I'm Stains. Dick's Dick Juice. Now, it's special to have a nickname, but to have a nickname and a theme song, I think we need to do it. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, now that's special to have 30 years and your own theme song like that. So, well, thank you. Love you, bro.
Where's the story?
Wait a minute. Which one? We're not done. We're not done yet. Jimmy, you got anything that you want to throw anything in here?
Well, you should tell them about what I was telling you about that P2 that Dick left you.
You remember better
But you don't even remember it. That's what's so funny about it. He left it for you, not me.
Although he's still working.
He did give you the file. Yeah, trying to modify the female P2.
He's trying. He ain't gonna get it.
So, you got it? You want to share it? Come on, share the story.
You share it. You remember better
Well,
than I do.
just that the next morning after you guys left, Jim comes in and he said, Dick actually left a P2. And I said, P2? What are you talking about? P2, they actually take tubes out and pee in them. Really? Well, then maybe you should practice for a year on that so you get pretty good at it.
I think that was up at Rosie's though.
Yeah, that was a lot of years
And up
ago.
on our doorstep before you guys left that next
I
morning.
think it was probably our second year
That'd be
up
about
here
what,
that we got the
1980?
P2.
Are those people? We should wash them.
But you know, it's special too that you guys been able 22 years. Is that what you figured the other day that we
Yep,
know each other? That's pretty good there.
that's pretty good.
So, anybody else have anything else to share with Uncle Dick?
You've got to tell the fish story. Oh, the severed head. That's the first hand of the story I ever heard. So
I forget, it was just the 5 of us, wasn't it, Dick?
Yeah.
And we were up here fishing, and we were up,
Up north, weren't we?
yeah, we were up north just beyond the entrance, maybe a mile north of the entrance. And Dick and I were fishing together, and I caught the biggest walleye I ever caught in my life. So we put it on a stringer, and it was one arm. And we put it on a stringer, and then Mike and Bob and Gene were in another boat, and they went over between these 2 islands to set up for shore lunch. So we go to shore lunch, and we hang the fish off the back. We didn't have live wells then, so we just had them on stringers, and we had our lunch. We get all done. Dick and I shove off. We go over to where we were fishing before. About 20 minutes later, well, first there were some ravens or something flying around screeching and screeching. So all of a sudden here comes Gene's boat racing up, and they said, is Dick okay? I said, yeah, why? They hold up my walleye on a stringer with half its jaw chopped off from the prop. When we left, he forgot to take it off the back of the boat. I backed the boat up and chopped half its head off. And when Dick or when Gene and Bob and Mike heard the raven screeching, they thought it was him. And I just killed him.
And how does the story end? And Dave yelled.
And I got to add to that because when we had another thing to put on the stringer, when I lifted that up, I saw that, and I know Mike and Dad had already picked it up, and they were sitting over just waiting for something to happen.
That was the longest 10 minutes of my life.
But I mean, I have nightmares still. I picked up that stringer, and here comes a fish with a half a head on it, still in the rope type thing, and you just didn't know what to say. Honest to God, and it was like an 8-pound walleye or something, because that's when we used to keep big fish. But yeah, that was a classic. Thanks for remembering that.
Hoping he forgot.
Of course, it's always good to remember when You know, now that we got another 2.5 gallon gas tank, because
Well, I see Steve give that.
no, because you ran out of gas.
Well, yeah.
You ran out of gas
But
the year
Steve
before.
said this year, knowing that it was me, he said, you know, wouldn't be a bad idea to throw another gas can in. It's like, what are the odds of ever needing another gas can?
Thank you, Steve.
Yes, thank you.
You look after everybody else, somebody's gotta look after you.
So, anybody have anything else that they want to roast or toast or? No? Well, I think it's time then, Dick. I bought shit too. When you brought that up, you go, I guess I'm going to make my own slide.
No, I said my own pictures.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
Well,
this
you've
is
got
to,
all the pictures.
to
Go
Dick-
ahead and make your own.
to Dick Juice Adamson, Canada, 1977. 30 years, 150 shore lunches, 20 years of duty list. Thanks for all you do to keep the trip going.
I have to confess though, Dick, it took us about 3 weeks to figure out why every day you sent us a list of who had been here for 30 years, and you were the only one on the list. Finally, one Sunday night, I'm sitting in my chair watching TV, and I go, oh shit, he wanted us to know it's his 30th. That's 4 days before we're going to leave, and I have to call him to tell him to get a plaque made.
I gave you 3 weeks.
I thought it was 3 months.
Anyway, a toast to Dick for 30 years straight.
Dick Juice.
Thank you.
Dick
Juice. We love you, man, in a non-faggot way.
Most of us.
It's your dad.
I really can't say anything. This is a huge part of my life, too.
Well, we could tell from the emails.
And 13 years, 14 or 15, depending if this one's a boy or a girl. We may have another generation joining us.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, thank you.
Huh? You like that?
I like that a lot.
I did that myself.
Yeah. I helped him.
Yeah.
Cast the iron.
Carved it.
That's right. That's right.
I brought the gold.
So let's enjoy our last evening.
Actually, they asked if they could do it in puff paint, but they were out.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to live with
See,
it.
no one brought up the triple treat.
I was gonna say that.
The bottom bouncer. I mean, everybody was just tongue-tied, Dick, and we could go on for hours tonight.
I
Probably.
think I get this off here and use this wood.
There you go.
Make it a screwdriver.
Probably fall off.
Yeah, don't put that anywhere,
Don't put it in direct sunlight. Well, thanks, guys. This is really, I'm just gonna not say anything, and then I just bye.
Wow, there's a first.
Cheers to that.
So you wait till the grandkids come. So, okay. Thank you. Have a cocktail, and we'll hit 40, and David's getting here, and we'll just keep going on.
Cool.
So you guys quit coming. We'll be here.
All right.
So, thanks.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Got it,
I know a lot of you guys have read the stories. I know a lot of you guys have looked at the books and read the story, and at the first page, the history of our Canada trips. Some say it started during the big one, WW2, but actually it was in 1977 when Gene Adamson first led his band of sons, son-in-law, brother, grandchildren, and others on many unforgettable fishing trips to the country known as Canada. The stories you are about to read are as true as a one-armed fisherman can remember. The names have not been changed because we all agreed to go down in case anybody ever got in trouble. So, what happens in Canada stays in Canada.
Which is why
It's on video.
Take pictures of everything. This is to prove to Grandma that we were here.
Yeah, but I think you think about it, 30 years ago, Dad started this trip, and we got all the sons, grandchildren, son-in-laws, and Brent and Steve, I don't know, we called you grandchildren-in-laws or whatever you guys want to consider. Yeah. So I think it's something that Grandpa would have loved to have everybody, being here. So at this point,
To Gene.
to Gene,
Oh, yeah.
we love you.
There you go. Wrap some intestines around.
Yeah,
Yeah, the other side.
Oh,
you had the wrong sheet.
never gonna work.
There you go. Oh,